Hi, my name is Trulid Rockwood. This is my project on neuroscience. After reading all the articles about neuromarketing techniques, these are the techniques that I was able to identify. I'll talk more about some of the favorites of mine and which ones I think will help me out the best in my career. The similarities I noticed between last week's viral strategies and this week's neuromarketing techniques were mainly emotion, the human element, and humor. I'm going to break down each of these three and talk about an example for each of them. Both viral and neuro techniques deal heavily with emotion. When people have a strong emotional response to something, they remember it and think back on it often. Chances are you have a lot of thoughts with certain memories and emotional connections. My favorite band I found in San Diego in 2006 at my cousin's house. Their music filled me, changed my bad mood into a better one, and 13 years later, I still remember that moment incredibly well. In order to have a successful viral or neuromarketing campaign, consumers must feel like they are being advertised to as humans, not mindless sheep. Treating consumers like they are human by appealing to their humanity will ensure a successful campaign. Marvel movies are great at making their larger-than-life characters feel relatable and human, even if they are aliens or superhumans. Subsequently, Avengers Endgame is now the highest-grossing movie of all time. People respond to humor. There's a reason why America's Funniest Home Videos is still on the air and continues to show dads getting hit in the balls by their kids. Humor has changed the face of many companies. Old Spice went from something that your grandpa uses to a product found in almost any man's bathroom because of their sense of humor. Their marketing campaigns since 2010 have been incredibly successful, garnered them increased business as well as a number of awards. Beyond marketing, my plan is to be an entertainment journalist / content creator, and I will benefit highly from the techniques I've learned. I want to create podcasts, articles, and videos about film, TV, and video games. Having these techniques behind me will allow me to create content that will appeal to a wide variety of people and will be content people enjoy. There's a number of creators I've seen that have incredible ideas and information, but their content lacks emotion, humanity, or humor to make it enjoyable. The strategies I found last week in viral marketing were to be clever, embrace imperfections, educate consumers, pick a topic or a strategy. The ones I want to talk about for neuromarketing are use first and last, and then also contrast and anomalies. In the content I want to create, having a summation of what the content was at the end I think can be extremely effective. I consume a lot of content. I love when a video or podcast recaps what the piece was about, especially in opinion or educational content. Sometimes I zone out a bit, and being reminded of what the point was is always effective on me. Kind of similar to being clever from viral marketing, essentially creating contrast to me meant to create something different. Again, going back to the 10x article from last week, finding your topic, breaking it down to its essential parts, find the part that people aren't talking about, and then find a way to talk about it. I do have some ideas for future podcasts and videos that are ideas I haven't seen explored very often, but having something unique will allow your content to stand out. The three static examples I've chosen are a video game art cover, an album art cover, and then a movie poster. Each three, I think, identify very good examples of both viral and neuromarketing. This is the video game cover for Marvel's Spider-Man on PS4. Here we have a really good example of a number of different neuromarketing techniques, as well as viral marketing techniques. The really big things that were apparent in this were the ideas of being able to keep the image simple. There's bright color with the bright red. There's a clear topic and strategy. Bigger is certainly better in this. The contrast. If you see this game on a shelf, the bright red background's really going to stand out. The title is big, it's in white, it contrasts with the red. There's a lot of empty space, it's dynamic, it's heroic, just like Spider-Man is. This is the album artwork for I Empire by Angels and Airwaves. The art here is really interesting as it was done by the same artist who does a lot of the Star Wars and sci-fi movie posters. Angels and Airwaves have always had a close connection with sci-fi, and this art really helps to solidify that. This album art cover does a really good job of using the negative space. The title is there, it's bold, the cover art is awesome, it's memorable, it's also subtle in a lot of ways, as well as telling a great visual story with colors that contrast and highlight each other. The John Wick series is one of my favorite movie series today. John Wick 2 has a really awesome poster that really does a lot of great marketing where it shows our star front and center, but also shows a little bit about what's going to be happening in the story. The image is very dynamic. The title is clear with the chapter 2 in the big, bold, and red, which really stands out from the black background. It's a clever marketing image as it shows, like I said, a little bit of the story without giving too much away. It's memorable, has connected imagery. The story is clear, the colors are sharp and bold, and really is an excellent movie poster.